The subscribers have spoken. I ran a poll on the community page part of YouTube, which is kind of unknown, but Merritt Avenue won, and so did By the Duck Inn. So we're doing two flights today, one by both of those locations, and let me tell you, boy, there was a lot of vehicle traffic at both of those places today. So let's get on to some elevator music and some ice safety, and then we'll get on to the actual drone reports. But if you want to take part in try to decide where I'm doing those flights, just simply subscribe to my channel on YouTube. It doesn't cost you anything. It's free, and it really helps me a lot. And then when you see that notification come through, you too can cast your vote. On to that safety. Okay, let's dive into some ice safety here. We hear elevator music, so that's important. So if you've got black ice or sometimes bluish ice, that is the most solid type of ice there is. If you're looking at and seeing some gray ice or hybrid ice, that one is 75% the strength of the black ice, so a little less good. Now, if you are seeing white or opaque ice, you usually see this around a crack line, that is basically bad ice. Stay away from that. It's generally 2 times less solid than that black ice. Stay on the right side of the ice, everybody. Be safe. This is a viewer selected location through that poll. If you'd like to take part in those polls, all you have to do is subscribe to my channel. We're going to be starting this in just a second. So here we are facing north. That's the direction we always look when we're on Winnebago. That is Garlic Island way off in the distance, that little piece of land sticking out there. Ice conditions actually look pretty good. That's the west shore of Lake Winnebago. Now remember, no ice is ever 100% safe ice, everybody. And as we're panning in here, we're going to see some bridges out. That's by the Otter Street Fishing Club. Big hats off to those guys. They are out working that area today. That's actually Merritt Avenue and the wastewater treatment plant. That white building is called the Waters. And we're looking kind of to the west. Now, remember, the directions are approximate. I do my best on those. They might be off a little bit. Please don't blow me up in the comments. But if you've been out on the lake, I want to hear how the fishing's been. You don't have to tell us where you're going, but let us know how that's been out there. So this is some of the best ice conditions I have seen. Now, again, I'm going to say this one more time. This is only what I see from the drone. Check for yourself, check with the local clubs and all that stuff. We're starting to look at the east shore of Lake Winnebago, but look at all that traffic out there. Yes, I said traffic. And that's exactly what it is. There was a lot of people using this area of the lake. It looked like a city kind of to the southeast when I was over there flying. So there we are. We're finishing up looking to the north. We're going to drop in elevation as requested, and we're going to just repeat that same thing. So there we are looking to the north again, a little closer to the ice, but look at all that beautiful black ice down there. Now, as you could tell, that black ice is the good ice. Now, what I find interesting is we look at cracks in some other areas, you can see how the color of the ice changes. So use that guide that I showed you at the beginning. Remember, it is just a guide, but that gives you some information on when you are traveling on the lake on what is safe and not safe. Again, no ice is 100% safe ice. We're looking kind of to the south here, down toward Fond du Lac, and then we're starting to see the south shore of, or the east shore of the lake come into view. These are harder to talk than you'd think when you're doing these voiceovers here. A lot of traffic on there. Remember, keep your speed down, especially when you're coming towards shore in the launches. It's kind of a free for all. Okay, here we are. We're now through the magic of editing. We're over on Boom Bay. And now this is over where the old Duck Inn used to be. And again, that won the vote on where we wanted to look on Poygan. So there we are looking to the west. Now, you can't see it real well here, but there were a ton, and I mean a ton of people out fishing to the west from that launch. Now, that is the south
Poygan.
shore of Lake. I do not see any areas that look like open water 100% like last time. That could be some off there, but be very careful if you go out there. This lake is shallow, has a lot of springs. We're looking east right now, starting to look at that be the north shore of Lake Poygan. There's the tiny house right by the launch there, right below North Shore. And we're looking again, ice conditions look like they're pretty good. Be sure to evaluate those conditions for yourself when you're out there. This is only what I see from the drone. I sound like a robot saying that, but that's the truth. And there we are looking where the wolf actually dumps into Lake Winnebago or Lake Poygan there. So this is finishing up looking to the west. Again, a lot of people are out there fishing to the west. I'm going to drop an elevation through magic. Whoom, there we are. Now we're down about 125 feet from right around 390 feet. So we're looking towards that south shore again. Nofke's would be way off in the distance over there. Um, Looking that way, a lot of people out fishing in a lot of different areas on the lake. It was really good to see this much traffic and this many people. When you get on the lake down here, they do have a tree line out. There is also a little donation box right at the launch. Please feel free to throw some money in there. I'm not affiliated with them, but they're the people that put that tree line out. They're the people that will plow that road. There's the tiny house again in the background by the launch and all the cars. After this video is over, just hang on if you want to watch me just play with the drone a little bit, and I do some hyperlapses watching cars cross the bridges. But thank you very much for watching. If you like this content, please make a comment. Give me a thumbs up. That costs you nothing on YouTube. Thumbs up on Facebook don't really help me, so please go over to YouTube, give me a thumbs up there. Enjoy the flight.